si registrerà la conferenza.
Okay, if you agree, we can begin. And as I said yesterday, the first country to introduce the theme gambling and online shopping will be Spain. I don't know if Janina or Salvador are showing us something.
Yes, Patricia. Our pupil, Janina, is going to to introduce the video. Afterwards, I will try to share the video. I hope that the sound works like today. Okay, Janina.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Janina, and I study at La Rosaleda School. I'm currently working in a meat company where I'm doing the module internship in a company. In the Spanish team, we have done several activities on the topics we had to work on in this meeting, due to the fact that we are currently not at a school, but in companies and with very different timetables, we have decided to record one of the activities so that we can show it to you. The activity consists of a brief presentation of each of the topics and then a short debate between us. We also have a role play recorded before the lockdown about online shopping. Here's the summary. You can watch the full videos on the project's website. We hope you like them.
Buenas tardes. Hoy vamos a hablar sobre el cibergambling. Por cibergambling entendemos
Hola,
cualquier
sí,
tipo de
mira, pero
juego
ahora es una
azar que se
videoconferencia,
realice
no
en
te puedo
Internet.
atender, lo siento.
Esto
¿Vale?
incluye
Gracias,
juego
hasta
virtual,
luego.
casinos,
Pues mira, no sé,
apuestas
porque esto se supone
deportivas,
que dura 3
etc.
horas y luego me voy para el
Son muchos
instituto.
los
Venga,
motivos que
gracias.
hacen que los juegos de
Ahora,
azar online resulten tan atractivos para los adolescentes. Los principales son percibidos como una forma sencilla y rápida de ganar dinero, la emoción que genera su práctica, la competición. Las redes sociales hacen que el juego resulte más accesible y atractivo y ofrecen premios de bienvenida. La realidad es que, en líneas generales, podemos decir que de cada 4 jugadores, 3 pierden y 1 gana. Y el que gana obtiene aproximadamente la mitad de lo que pierden los que pierden. ¿Efectos negativos asociados al juego de Internet? Pues pueden ser problemas de salud, como la depresión, la ansiedad, el estrés, etc. Problemas en los estudios, como la reducción del rendimiento académico, absentismo escolar, etc. Problemas laborales, problemas financieros, por ejemplo, la venta de bienes para financiar el gasto en juegos, robos y fraudes, etc. Problemas familiares, conflictos entre padres e hijos y problemas legales. Hoy vamos a tratar sobre todo los mitos e ideas erróneas que facilitan que muchos jóvenes se inicien en esta práctica. Os ruego que me deis vuestra opinión sobre las siguientes afirmaciones. ¿El juego es una forma fácil de hacer dinero? Adelante, no.
Yo creo que es fácil de hacer dinero, pero también de perderlo.
Es fácil de hacer dinero, pero para las empresas que se dedican a eso.
Bueno, en realidad siempre existen más probabilidades de perder que de ganar. Si no fuera así, los operadores de juegos estarían fuera del negocio. Les voy a dar también otra afirmación para que me deis su opinión. Algunas personas tienen más suerte que otras.
A ver, yo creo que eso ya está todo organizado. Hay como hay suerte y mala suerte. Está tan elevada la situación que las personas caen en esa trampa de los juegos, entonces donde les vuelve una adicción, necesitan estar en la red para poder ganar dinero. Uy, hoy he ganado, hoy tengo suerte, mañana entraré otra vez y volveré a tener suerte, y sin embargo eso es que hacen ganar una y después la segunda no, después tú sigues picando, la tercera no, y así sucesivamente. O sea, todo está controlado que ganan una vez y se acabó.
Vale. Por ejemplo, el mito siguiente. Si una máquina de juego lleva tiempo sin pagar un premio, es que un premio grande está próximo a salir. ¿Qué opináis?
Pues yo pienso que no, que decimos que está a punto de caer como para convencernos para poder seguir jugando, pero que no tiene por qué.
Yo también pienso que es falso porque los premios que otorgan las máquinas son completamente aleatorios y no dependen del dinero introducido. Cada premio tiene las mismas posibilidades en cada jugada. Siguiente mito y el último. Si seguimos jugando, ¿nuestra suerte cambiará o podremos recuperar el dinero perdido? Dime, no.
Yo creo que por mucho que juegues, vas a terminar el dinero que estás apostando, vas a perder lo que has ganado.
Yo en principio apoyo al no y pienso que siempre es mayor el dinero que perdemos al que ganamos y que por mucho que sigamos jugando, nunca vamos a recuperarlo.
Sí.
Al revés, vamos a seguir perdiendo.
Pues yo agradezco mucho su colaboración y que tengáis buen día a todos.
Hola, buenas tardes a todos. Soy Junior y hoy os voy a hablar de online shopping y os voy a comentar los riesgos principales. El primer riesgo es funcional. El riesgo funcional se refiere a que el usuario no puede comprobar la
Excuse me, I stopped the video. You can hear?
No, we can't.
Okay, I'm going to try. Oh,
Okay, yes, we don't we can't understand Spanish, so we read the subtitles anyway.
Okay,
But if you can, okay. Okay.
Okay.
El spam o que el cliente se sienta traicionado por la empresa. El tercer riesgo es el de calendario. El visitante de la tienda online recibe el riesgo como el peligro de que su pedido no llegue a tiempo o lo haga con unos plazos de entrega considerablemente largos. Para minimizar este riesgo, la empresa ofrece diferentes tiempos de entrega, pero con diferentes tarifas y facilidades de seguimiento de los envíos. El cuarto riesgo es financiero. El riesgo financiero incluye todos los pensamientos y preocupaciones del cliente sobre lo que ocurrirá con el dinero pagado en caso de devolución o reclamación. E incluso a veces sí podrán acceder a su cuenta sin autorización. Hay diferentes formas de minimizar este riesgo. Las principales son métodos con proveedores de pago que usan métodos bastante eficaces de encriptación como PayPal y tarjeta de crédito, virtuales o de recarga. Las que hay una cierta cantidad de dinero que no pueden acceder aún. ¿Alguno ha tenido alguna experiencia sobre la mala o buena?
Sí, yo he tenido una experiencia de riesgo funcional, porque para la fecha de Reyes quería un bolso que lo busqué por todas las tiendas y no me gustaba ni uno. Soy enemiga de comprar cosas personales por internet, pero mirando una página de bolso me gustó uno que calidad-precio estaba muy bien, pero lo que me llegó a casa era totalmente lo contrario a lo que me había vendido esa empresa mediante la fotografía.
¿Y pudiste solucionar el problema? ¿Te devolvieron el dinero? ¿Te lo cambiaron por algo que querías?
Yo realmente no lo devolví porque me dio pereza.
Yo tuve un problema de tipo financiero porque lo que pasó fue que por dar unos datos en una cuenta cogieron dinero para comprar, hicieron un tipo de estafa para comprar los juegos.
¿Tus datos personales?
Pues mis datos de tarjeta.
¿Y lo pudiste solucionar o...?
No se pudo solucionar. Se tuvo que poner una denuncia y a buscar esto.
Bueno, pues agradezco a todos los que han venido por su tiempo y su atención y espero que os haya gustado esta entrevista que he hecho.
This is all due to time constraints. We hope you like it. See you soon.
Okay, thank you very much. It was very interesting, and thank you for the subtitle. Otherwise, maybe just Italian people could understand Spanish. Okay, thank you very much. So the next country is Bulgaria. Are you already ready to show the video? Yes.
Lo so anche.
Bulgaria, I don't know who is saying something. Bulgaria?
Hello, I am Lubo.
I'm Andrea.
And we will show you a presentation about cyber gambling and addiction.
Online gambling is any kind of gambling conducted on the internet. This implies virtual poker, coins, and sport betting. The first online gambling, when opened to the general public, was taken for the licensing in international lottery in October 1994. Today is market. It's worth around $40 billion globally each year, according to various estimates. Many countries recite or ban online gambling. However, it is legal in some states of the USA. Same prohibit in Canada. Most countries of the European Union and several nations in the Caribbean. In many legal markets, online gambling service providers are required by law to have same form of license, or if they wish to provide service or adverse to resides there. For example, the United Kingdom Gambling Commission or the Pennsylvania Gaming Control Board in the USA. Forms. The Internet has allowed new types of gambling to be offered online in province. The technology have changed betting habits. Just a video lottery, tournaments, keno, and scratch cards change the gambling industry in the 20th century. Gambling has become one of the most popular and licensed businesses on the internet. Poker. Online poker tables commonly offer Texas Hold'em, Omaha, 7 cards, study, Rush, horse, and other game types in both tournament cash games. Great players play against each other. Resets the house with the card room making its money towards rake and towards tournament fees. Casinos. There are a regular number of online coins in which people can play in casino games such as roulette, blackjack, pachinko, baccarat, and many others. Their games are played against the house, which makes money because the odds are in its favor.
Other types of cyber gambling can be sport betting, bingo, lotteries, horse racing betting, mobile gaming, etc. Legal status: Antigua and Barbuda, Australia, Canada, France, Germany, India, Israel, Poland, Russia, Singapore, Ukraine, United Kingdom, United States. Problem gambling. A 2015 review found evidence of higher rates of mental health, higher amount of substance use amongst internet gamblers compared to non-internet gamblers. Causation, however, has not been established, and the review postulated that there may be differences in the course between internet and land-based problem gamblers. In the United States, in the 1999, the National Gambling Impact Study stated the high speed, instant gratification of the internet games and the high level of privacy they offer may exacerbate problems in pathological gambling. A UK government-funded review of previous research noted a small-scale patient survey leading to press reports claiming that 75% of people who gamble online are problem or pathological gamblers, compared to just 20% of people who visit legitimate land-based casinos. In August 2014, the National Council of Problem Gambling partnered with the Gambling Integrity Services (GIS). The GIS will evaluate these recently regulated internet gambling operators in order to ensure they comply with the NCPG's Internet Responsible Gambling Standards. A study released by the University of Buffalo in November 2014 states that the explosion of the online gambling in the United States in the past decade has not even given rise to more people with gambling problems. Online gambling threats. Most important security problems of online gambling can be summarized as follows: gaming software flaws and automation, stolen credit cards, web app vulnerabilities, account hijacking, insider threats, social engineering, service interruption. Money laundering. It has also been alleged that the largely unsupervised electronic funds transfer inherent in online gambling are being exploited by the criminal interests to launder large amounts of money. However, according to a USGAO study, banking and gaming regularities officials did not view internet gambling as being particularly susceptible to money laundering, especially when credit cards, which create a transaction record and are subject to relatively low transaction limits, were used for payment. Likewise, credit cards and gaming industry officials did not believe internet gambling posed any particular risk in terms of money laundering. Thank you for your time.
Okay, the question. Who can answer the first question? What is online gambling? Among the students, who can answer this question? Eleonora wants to give an answer. Please, Eleonora.
So online gambling is like an addiction to video games or something with them.
Very
Spanish
good.
team, are you satisfied with this answer? Not Spanish, sorry. Bulgarian team, sorry. Are you satisfied with the answer? Okay, good. So the second one, do you know some forms of gambling? Who knows any form of gambling? Who wants to answer?
Me.
Yes, please.
It's like poker.
Hmm? For example, any other?
Very good.
Very good.
Okay.
This was the answer.
The last one, which countries have led?
Actually, I don't remember all of them, but I remember United States, United Kingdom, Canada, and other states from north to the south. But the slide was in the slide were an image written all over the world. So I think that a lot of countries has this legal status.
Yes, very good. This was the answer.
Okay, very good. So thank you, Romanian Bulgaria team. And then it's Latvia's turn. Are you ready to present Robert Petrovs and then Ilana Yezehin?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so please.
Can everyone see? Yes. Okay. Okay, hello everyone. My name is Robert. I'm from the Latvian team. Some of you maybe already know me from previous projects, but most of you probably don't. Today I will presenting my presentation of online gambling addiction. What is online gambling? Online gambling or internet gambling is any kind of gambling conducted on the internet. This includes virtual poker, casinos, sports betting, etc. Online casinos enable gamblers to play and wager on casino games through the internet. It is a prolific form of online gambling. Gambling addiction and problem. Gambling addiction, also known as pathological gambling, compulsive gambling, or gambling disorder, is an impulse culture disorder. If you're a compulsive gambler, you can't control the impulse to gamble, even when it has negative consequences for you or your loved ones. You'll gamble whether you're up or down, and you'll keep gambling regardless of the consequences, even when you know that the odds are against you or you can't afford to lose. Gambling problems can happen to anyone, from any walk of life. Your gambling goes from fun to harmless diversion to an unhealthy obsession with serious consequences. Gambling addiction or problem is often associated with other behavior or mood disorders. Many problem gamblers also suffer with substance abuse issues, unmanaged ADHD, stress, depression, anxiety, or bipolar disorder. To overcome your gambling problems, you'll also need to address these and any other underlying causes as well. Although it may feel like you're powerless to stop gambling, there are plenty of things you can do to overcome the problem, repair your relationships, finances, and finally regain control of your life. Gambling addiction signs and symptoms. Gambling addiction is sometimes referred to as an hidden illness because there are no obvious physical signs or symptoms like there are in drug or alcohol addiction. Problem gamblers also typically deny or minimize the problem, even to themselves. However, you may have a gambling problem if you feel the need to be secretive about your gambling. You might gamble in secret or lie about how much you gamble, feeling others won't understand you, that you will surprise them with a big win. Have trouble controlling your gambling. Once you start gambling, can you walk away? Or are you compelled to gamble until you've spent your last dollar, upping your bets in a bid to win lost money back? Gamble even when you don't have the money. You may gamble until you've spent your last dollar and then move on to money you don't even have. Money to pay bills, credit cards, or things for your children. You may feel pushed to borrow, sell, or even steal things for gambling money. Have family and friends worried about you? Denial keeps problem gambling going. If friends and family are worried, listen to them carefully. It's not a sign of weakness to ask for help. Self-help for gambling problems. The biggest step to overcoming a gambling addiction is realizing that you have a problem. It takes tremendous strength and courage to own up to this, especially if you have lost a lot of money and strained or broken relationships along the way. Many others have been in your shoes and have been able to break the habit and rebuild their lives. You can too. So the last slide, I'm gonna give you a a little story about my own thoughts and experiences gambling. A couple of years ago, about 3 or 4 years ago, I used to gamble a lot, almost every day, if not every week. In a span of a year, I gambled around $45,000 to $60,000, and I've lost everything. Since then, I've obviously learned my mistakes and my addiction, and I always try to tell everyone who I meet and talk about this topic not to do it, or if you are influenced, what to do and stuff like that. So yeah. Thank you for your attention.
Can you listen to me?
Patrizia, facciamo gli applausi ogni volta che finiscono.
Okay. Thank you for your presentation. And now there is the other part, online shopping addiction. Yes? Are you ready?
Yes. Yes, hello,
Okay.
You can hear me? Everything is fine, yes? So my name is Alana, and I'm going to tell you about shopping addiction. So first of all, what is shopping addiction?
We can't hear. There is no sound. Try again.
Now you can hear me, yes, everything is fine.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, so my name is Ilana, and I'm going to tell you about online shopping. So first of all, what is shopping addiction? Also, it's called shopaholism or oneomania, which is the technical term used to describe shopaholism. So shopping addiction is an addiction to buy things that you actually don't need. And it is described as a compulsive shopping also, and as uncontrollable desire. And shopaholics are people who are obsessed with buying things that they don't need. Here you can see the statistic. It's actually about the USA, but in my opinion, it's a great example to show how common this problem is. First of all, 5.8% of all inhabitants in America are having compulsive buying disorder. Also, you can see how much money they're spending in their typical shopping episode. Also, you can see that most of shopaholics are young people, and 80% of them are women. And also, the most interesting thing is that 85% of all shopaholics really understand that they have the problem, but most of the times they're not doing anything to deal with it. And here you can see a shopping cycle. So it's a cycle of actions that shopaholics are doing and always repeating, and it's always starting with anticipation. It's when you understand that you need to buy something, then you are preparing for shopping. For example, you are thinking about what sites you're going to visit, or maybe what kind of stuff you're going to buy. Then, of course, you're buying things, and of course, it's not the things you needed. And then you're regretting about your purchase. So it means that you feel guilty, and then you again come to the anticipation just because you feel guilty about your previous purchase. Things that can cause a shopping addiction. First of all, it's your emotions. You can buy things just because you are trying to reduce, for example, stress or sadness, maybe anger. So it is an emotional shopping, and you're just getting addicted because it's the easiest way for you to deal with your bad emotions. The second thing is that you can get addicted to how your brain feels while you are shopping, because scientists say that when we are shopping, our brain release endorphins and dopamine, and people are starting to like that feeling. They're getting addicted to it. Also, shopping addiction can be caused by mental disorders. Here you can see mental disorders that are more likely to cause an addiction. It's a mood and anxiety disorder, substance use disorder, eating disorders, also other impulsive control disorders, and personality disorders. And the smallest effect on causing an addiction have advertisement, sales, and online shops. These three things actually don't have a big effect, but it also can have an effect. So what are the signs of shopping addiction? First of all, as I already said, it's emotional spending, ignoring consequences, so you don't think about what is going to be after you have bought something. Then shopping guilt, overspending, compulsive purchases, chronic shopping, lying about spending, and the most important thing is that you feel anxious on the days you don't shop. So it means that for you it's really hard to, I don't know, maybe leave a day without spending money on some random things. So what are effects of a shopping addiction? Actually, shopping addiction is more personal addiction, and of course the effects will be only personal. So a shopping addiction is likely to impact your financial stability because, as I already said, shopaholics are spending more money that they can afford, so they may get in debt. And of course, such addiction may ruin your relationships with your family, with your friends, because if you're not listening to them, to their advices, and you're just asking them for money that you are not going to be able to return them, in which you are going to spend on some random things, of course, the effect on the relationship will be negative. And the last thing is advices to how to overcome the shopping addiction. And first of all, try to find a new activity. It can be reading, sport, maybe dance classes. So the thing is to find an activity that will make you concentrate on it, and you'll forget about your need to buy some random stuff. Then identify triggers. It's really important thing. It means that you need to understand why you are buying things. For example, is it because you have a lot of stress? Is it because you have another mental problems? Just because when you understand why you are doing, you are able to understand what to do next to solve the problem. Then carry only enough cash to buy what you went for. And the last thing, and in my opinion the most important, ask for help. You can ask for help your family and friends. You may also ask for professional help, go to sport groups, maybe to treatment center, or you can get individual therapy with a psychologist. Thank you.
So, thank you very much. The next country would be Romania, but if you agree, we can do a little break, short break now, and then I would say 14 minutes, and at 3 o'clock we meet again with the Romania presentation. Emre, do you agree? So see you in 15 minutes at 3 o'clock. Okay. Have a nice break. Hi, everybody. No.
Hi.
Hi. So 122 people, a very large number. Whoa. So just few minutes and then we can start. Memories from Turkey. How much we have eaten. I remember this.
Hold.
So if Romania is ready, we can begin. Liubo?
We have two teams, one of boys who treated the subject of cyber gambling, and the other team made of girls, and of course about online shopping. So let's see first the cyber gambling presentation. Okay.
Okay, hello, my name is Florian. I'm going to present you a short history about gambling. Gambling was practiced in the ancient time in China, Egypt, or the Roman Empire. Members of upper social classes were passionate about dice games or sport betting. For example, in Colosseum in Rome, aristocrats were betting on gladiator fights in those days. Most likely, even then as now, he bet more on better known gladiator with a better chance of winning the fight. The first version of blackjack appeared in France, the game called 21, being pressed mainly by aristocrats. Poker then made its place among the passions of the people of those times, followed by roulette. The first settlers, true pioneers of gambling, who arrived in the present territory of the United States, took with them these games, and thus they gradually covered the whole world. It seems that the first slot machine appeared in the early 19th century in the famous American salons. It is a phenomenon largely related to the development of society, the increase of the population's income, and the constant search for new methods of spending free time. Street or offline casino, as they still know today, had held the flag up for generations. They saw many ruined fortunes or rich people overnight, many dramas, but also moments of ecstasy. From casino and street agency to online houses and casino was just a step away, one small and made quickly, almost overnight. Today, tens of millions of people around the globe are accessing gambling operators, websites, and mobile applications at any time. Now you can play anywhere, by train, by car, by subway, as long as you have a good internet connection and a bank card. Everything becomes very simple.
Hello, my name is Matei, and today I'm going to show you how easy it is to lose your money by betting on sport. This right here was our balance with which we'll place a ticket for football matches. I will look below for some games and select them to create the ticket. Sports betting is a branch of online betting, and as simple as it may seem, it proves the opposite when you draw the line. We have a lot of options to choose from, this being a liberty for the player. As you can see in the red frame at the bottom of the screen, the odds are increasing. While they are increasing, the chances to win is getting lower. Now that we have chosen the matches, we will select the amount we want to bet. This freedom creates addiction for the player. Although the bet is small, it's gathering and it leads to a significant loss. There is an option on the site that limits your chances of gambling, but not many people are activating it. The ugliest part of sport betting is that if one game from the ticket is lost, the whole ticket will be lost just like the money.
Hi, I am Andre, and shall discuss about who is affected by cyber gambling, the vulnerable categories that can be affected by gambling, symptoms, and how we can help those affected by them. We will start with who is affected by cyber gambling. Usually, people between the ages of 18 and 24 are the most liable to getting addicted to gambling in Romania. Over 70% of those engaging in gambling have graduated high school, and most of people influenced by this addiction are unmarried. Women seem to be the least attracted to any sort of gambling, as the high majority of gamblers is male. Now, who is vulnerable to getting addicted? The colorful interfaces and the accessibility offered by the digitalization of these services appeals to younger people, potentially attracting minors among the previously mentioned age group. Heavily online advertising and televised marketing campaigns have made those in urban environments more vulnerable than those in the countryside due to easier access to technology. Teenagers can also be enticed into engaging in gambling through peer pressure. The signs of addiction. The most commonly found symptom among gamblers is obsessive behavior and losing control over how much they gamble, usually going without money because of their addiction. Mood swings and/or antisocial behaviors are also commonly met, among becoming angry when asked about them gambling due to some form of inner guilt. Lying about how much they spent or have lost is a common trait displayed by the younger. Developing problems at work or school, however, because of gambling isn't as common as the other symptoms. How to help someone addicted to online gambling. Do not enable them, and be compassionate and keep them company, as they need you in these trying times. Do not focus on making them feel guilty or ashamed, as that will cause them to become even more isolated than they might have already become. And encourage healthy habits and introduce them to new hobbies in order to distract them from their desire to gamble even more. Say no to gambling addiction. Thanks for watching.
Thank you very much, boys. You did a great job, I think, in my opinion. If you have questions for our team, or if they have questions, no, no questions. Okay, then we will move to girls' team to see what they prepared for online shopping addiction. We prepared a short movie, and maybe in the end they can share their images so you could see their faces. We have very nice students. And here is our movie.
Online shopping. Online shopping is a form of e-commerce that allows consumers to buy goods or services directly from an internet seller using web browser or mobile application. We all know how to shop online, but how many of us see the dangers of these situations? Let's discuss them together.
Online shopping has several advantages, like saving time. If you already have a shopping list, you can finish your shopping with just a few more clicks. Plus, you don't have to move. Everything is made from the comfort of your home. In addition, you can compare prices. You don't have to buy from the first online store that has the product. Not to mention, it's up and non-stop. 20 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Online stores are never closed. One of the best advantages is that you can stop queuing. And of course, you will find discounts and discount coupons, which you can use it to buy new products.
Yes, social risk. First of all, there is no possibility to test the product. This is mainly valid for clothing. Plus, delivery can be delayed. Deliveries should be made within 24 hours in some stores, but most online stores boast this service. However, delays have been reported quite often. Another bad surprise could be damaged packages. Of course, it can be solved, but it will take some time until you write the email and until you receive a response. Let's not forget that some sites might be fake, and addition that could be viruses harming your computer. A malicious link, site, or ad could easily infect your machine with viruses and malware. So you have to be very careful. Plus, bogus sales can trick you into paying for something you'll never receive or into buying fake or counterfeit items. Not mention the risk of stolen account credential or stolen financial information. Credit card information and bank information could give hackers full access to your finances, and nobody wants that to happen. Have you ever been in this situation? I wonder.
How do you realize you become addicted? Well, you spend more than you can afford. You buy as a reaction to the feeling of anger or depression. You may lose control of your shopping behavior, or while shopping, you feel euphoria or anxiety. Another sign of addiction is that after finishing shopping, you feel like you just finished something dangerous, kind of a rush of adrenaline. You feel guilty or embarrassed,
then bought too much or unnecessary things. Or you often buy things that you never wear and you just keep them in your wardrobe at home. Also, you think about money and what you can buy with them almost all the time. This is another sign of addiction.
How to get rid of shopping addiction? Here are some tips. Tell your loved ones about your problem and ask them to help you in your recovery.
Write a shopping list and stick to it. Avoid things like online stores or TV shopping channels. Another great tip is this. Whenever you feel the need to shop, acknowledge it and then do something constructive. Exercise or take up a hobby that does not require you to spend any money. Or consider ways to make it more difficult for you to spend money impulsively, such as making your money harder to access. Maybe put them in a bank account that is more difficult to access.
But probably the most important thing to do is seek treatment. Shopping addiction is a serious and complex problem. Once your brain has become accustomed to the high and instant gratification of compulsive shopping, you'll need supports to make lasting change. And support groups are waiting to help you.
Some of the most popular online stores are Joom, eBay, AliExpress, Amazon, Zaful, iHerb. In conclusion, online shopping offers time, great diversity of products, all at a click away, but it also requires safety and attention. So, are you really an online shopping addict? Thank you for watching. Bye!
That was our movie. I'm so sorry that this application doesn't allow them to show their faces because I would have liked you to know our students, the boys and the girls. They did a great job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We now have some questions for all. So, do we have anyone around here who is addicted to online shopping?
I think I have.
Thank you for answer.
Usually buy on the internet.
So, what do you usually buy on the internet?
Actually, I usually buy clothes or stuff like a gaming setup, or because we really like playing video games, so we buy, I don't know, computers, or maybe sometimes something for our school, for example, exercise books, because we have also, I don't know, for example, courses that we have to attend, so we buy books and so on. That's it. Thanks.
Lack of shopping.
Have you ever had problems with online orders? I mean, if you had orders that didn't arrive or get damaged?
Well, my mother did once. She ordered a nice dress and it came the wrong size.
And that's me, it is the smallest problem. I think I finished questions. Thank you. We are done. Patricia, we finished our presentations.
Okay, I think it's our turn, the Turkish team, right?
Can you listen to me? No?
Sì, Patrizia, adesso ti sentiamo.
So please.
We can listen if...
Okay. Please.
Okay, Kadir, you can start now.
Okay, thank you. So, hi everyone. My name is Abdülkadir, and I'm going to give you a presentation about cyber gambling. Online gambling or internet gambling is any kind of gambling conducted on the internet. This includes virtual poker, casinos, and sports betting. Many countries restrict or ban online gambling. However, it is legal in some states of the United States, some provinces in Canada, most countries of the European Union. In the late 1990s, online gambling gained popularity. There were only 15 gambling websites in 1996, but that had increased to 200 websites by the following year. The internet has allowed new types of gambling to be available online. Improvements in technology have changed betting habits as well. Gambling has become one of the most popular and lucrative business on the internet. According to European Gaming and Betting Association, online gambling is a growing sector within the UA. The forms of cyber gambling: poker, casinos. There are a large number of online casinos in which people can play casino games such as roulette, blackjack, pachinko, baccarat, and many others. Sports betting. Sports betting is the activity of predicting sports results and placing a wager on the outcome. Usually, the wager is in the form of money. Bingo and lotteries. The first online lotteries were run by private individuals or companies and licensed to operate by small countries. Most private online lotteries have stopped trading as governments have passed new laws against them. Government-controlled lotteries now offer their games online. Horse racing betting. Mobile gambling. Mobile gambling refers to playing games of chance or skill for money by using a remote device such as a tablet, computer, smartphone, or a mobile phone with a wireless internet connection, and in-play gambling. Reasons why online gambling is more addictive than casino gambling. 1. Online gambling is available 24/7. You can access these kinds of sites whenever you want. 2. Gambling online can be undetected. If you're visiting a casino or betting shop multiple times a day, friends, family, and colleagues will start to notice, but if you do it online, it is much easier to hide it. It's easy to access. It only requires internet connection and a credit card. 4. Online gambling seduces you in. They usually offer promotions such as free bets to newcomers. Also, online gambling is controlled by robots. 6. Online gambling is anonymous. Casinos have age limit laws. When we come to online, it's easier for someone to set up an account and avatar, lie about their age, and start gambling. 7. Online gambling builds on psychological cues. Like video games, online gambling sites use clever techniques to appeal to gamblers. They use psychological cues to attract online gamblers and keep them coming back for more. The ways to overcome online gambling addiction. 1. Understand the problem. You can fix something that you don't understand. To eliminate gambling from your life, you must learn about the issue and admit you have a gambling problem. 2. Join a support group. Now that you have recognized the problem, you can look for help from a support group. Support groups are organizations maintained by people with similar experiences and pasts. Though support groups lack professional interventions, they are free to try out in person or in online chat rooms. 3. Avoid temptation. For someone in recovery, avoiding people, places, and activities linked to gambling can help them avoid a setback. By avoiding these triggers, you can avoid the thoughts and feelings that encourage gambling. 4. Find alternatives to gambling. To improve your state, you'll need to find healthy alternatives to gambling, such as physical activities. For example, going for walks, weightlifting, team sports, yoga. Spending more time with friends and family can be helpful. Also, you can try exploring new hobbies. 5. Think about the consequences. Think about the consequences of your past gambling to avoid gambling in the future. Think about the emotional pain you cause your loved ones, the financial hardships you put your family in, any lies you told to disguise your addiction from others. Final and the most important one is seek professional help. If the techniques we mentioned doesn't work much, consider seeking professional help as soon as possible. Thanks for listening to me.
Abdulkadir, thank you very much for your nice presentation. Now that we have another one, it's online shopping. This time, Seren is going to give her presentation.
Hello everyone, I'm Selen. I'm going to give a short presentation about online shopping addiction. Online shopping addiction, also known as compulsive buying disorder or compulsive shopping, is described as the compulsion to spend money, regardless of need or financial means. While many people enjoy shopping as a treat or as a relaxing activity, compulsive shopping is a mental health disorder and can cause severe consequences. People with this disorder may be addicted to a certain product, such as clothes or jewelry, or may also buy anything from food and beauty products to stocks or real estate. Little is known about this addiction. While some studies show that women are more likely to have this addiction than men, some other researchers show that men and women have an equal risk of developing this disorder. Some studies show that the average age of a person with shopping addiction is 30. Other studies show that it happens between ages 18 and 20, when people are able to establish their own credits. However, more research still needs to be done. Symptoms. Someone with a shopping addiction may hide their problem well, and sometimes the only ones who know about their problem are those closest to them. You have many unopened or tagged items in your closet. You often purchase things you don't need or didn't plan to buy. An argument or frustration sparks an urge to shop. You experience a rush of excitement when you buy. Purchases are followed by feelings of regret. You try to hide your shopping habits. Top 7 tips to get over a shopping addiction. 1. Unsubscribe and unfollow. One of the best ways to keep yourself away from spending is to avoid situations that tempt you to spend in the first place. 2. Track your money. By tracking your money, you'll be able to notice your spending habits and patterns and where you fall short, what you're spending most of your money on, and how you can save. 3. Pay in cash, not credit cards. If you are shopping addict, you'll be better off without credit cards. Well, at least until you've learned better spending habits. 4. Set goals. You could also try setting yourself some financial goals. The goal here is to create a clear path between saving money and getting to do things you love as well. 5. Change your environment. Your environment plays a huge role in behavior, and we must use it our advantage by knowing where we should be and where we shouldn't go for addiction's sake. 6. Invest in yourself. Figure out what's more important to you than shopping. What do you value most in your life? Your family? Your friends? Try taking on new hobbies, for example. 7. Get help. Sometimes we can deal without problems alone, and there is no shame in asking for help if you're finding it hard to deal with your addiction. Talk to a friend or a family member about your problem and get their advice. If that's still not enough, you had better seek professional help. Thank you for listening to us patiently.
Yes, I want to thank my students, Kadir and Seren, for their nice presentations. Now that Turkish team's presentations are done, we can continue with the other team. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Turkey. Now it's our turn, Italy. So I think that the first one will be Sophia. Who is the first one? Sophia? No, not Sophia. Chiara? Okay. Are you ready? Yes, please.
Okay, so the first topic we are going to discuss is shopping addiction symptoms, causes, and effects. A shopping addict is someone who shops compulsively and who may feel like they have no control over their behavior. According to Shopaholics Anonymous, there are several different types of shopaholics, and they are as follows. Compulsive shopaholics who shop when they are feeling emotional distress. Trophy shopaholics who are always shopping for the perfect item. Shopaholics who want the image of being a big spender and love flashy items. Bargain seekers who purchase items they don't need because they are on sale. Bulimic shoppers who get caught in vicious cycle of buying and returning, and collectors who don't feel complete unless they have one item in each color of every piece of a set.
So now I will tell you about the causes of online shopping. According to things from Indiana University, some people develop shopping addictions because they essentially get addicted to how their brain feels while shopping. As they shop, their brain releases endorphins and dopamine, and over time, these feelings become addictive. A professor in applied health sciences and claim that and of the population may be predisposed to these feelings. About the emotional symptoms of a shopping addiction. Like all addicts, shopping addicts may try to hide their their addiction, and if a loved one is addicted to shopping, they may try to hide it from you. If you hide the credit card bills, shopping bags, or receipt, you may be a shopaholic. In some cases, shopaholics may try to hide their addiction by lying about just one element of it. For instance, a person may admit they went shopping, but they may lie about how much they spent. Some of the other emotional symptoms you may notice from a shopaholic include the following. Spending more than they can afford, shopping as a reaction to feeling angry or depressed, shopping as a way to feel less guilty about a previous shopping spree, harming relationship due to spending or shopping too much, losing control of the shopping behavior. Then there are also physical symptoms. Although most addiction have physical symptoms related to them, shopping addiction may not. In most cases, the symptoms you experience due to your shopping addiction will be emotional in nature. The physical evidence of a shopping addiction may include a declining financial situation. If you're still trying to figure out whether you're or not a shopaholic, you should ask yourself the following questions. If you answer yes to many of these questions, you may have an addiction. The questions are: do you shop when you feel angry or disappointed? Has overspending created problems in your life? Do you have conflicts with loved ones about your need to shop? While shopping, do you feel euphoric rushes or anxiety? After shopping, do you have just finished doing something wild or dangerous? After shopping, do you ever feel guilty or embarrassed about what you have done? Do you frequently buy things that you never end up using or wearing? Do you think about money most of the time? We analyzed some graphs and we noticed that compared to other addiction, online shopping is in the second place. So it is a serious problem. In addition, women are more dependent than men, and normally people buy items occasionally.
Unfortunately, according to MSN Money, the research on drugs that may treat shopping addictions has not revealed any conclusive evidence about which sort of drugs may be the most helpful in treating this issue. However, many shopaholics have been able to successfully treat their addictions by turning to anti-anxiety medications or even antidepressant medications. Reviewing an article from the Annals of Clinical Psychiatry, ABC News reports that a drug called memantine may be able to help shopaholics. Designed to treat Alzheimer's, this drug may be able to help shopaholics make decisions more clearly, and it may also help them to avoid compulsive behavior. The side effects of these drugs vary depending upon which medication you decide to use. If you decide to take antidepressants, for instance, you may experience any of the following side effects: nausea, inability to fall asleep at night, feelings of anxiousness, unexplained sweating, feeling tired or fatigued a lot, headaches. Ideally, you should speak with your doctor about possible side effects before you start taking any medication. According to research, nearly two-thirds of shopaholics struggle with depression or anxiety. In order to treat your shopping addiction, you may also need to deal with your other mental health issues. When researching for a recovery program, you should try to find a recovery program that can address both aspects of your addiction. It isn't fun to feel out of control or depressed about shopping too much. If you are or a loved one is struggling with the shopping addiction, it is time to get help now. These are 8 tried and true ways to overcome a retail therapy addiction. 1. Avoid the temptation. 2. Try the 30-day shopping challenge. 3. Let go of items that no longer serve you. 4. Build a capsule wardrobe. 5. Address the root cause of your shopping addiction. 6. Try the non-new clothing challenge. 7. Identify and manage your shopping desire. And 8. Figure out what you truly value in life. We have prepared a short video about shopping addiction. We hope you can hear it well. Say it's time to shop online. I won't. Don't worry about me.
So I think they have finished. Have you got any questions to do? No? Okay. So the second video is from Gloria. Gloria, are you ready? Gloria,
Alessandro
Ah, yeah.
should make an introduction, I think.
Alessandro?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm ready. Yes, I just want to hear if Gloria
Okay,
was
please.
ready. So,
Okay.
as we know, the topic of this of today is gambling addiction. Nowadays, addiction to online gambling is a big problem, and we have to overcome it. Our envoys set up a double interview. So there will be one person that will be the non-addicted person, and the other one that will be the former addicted. And they're gonna tell us their stories so that we can compare them and understand which are the difference between an addicted and a former addicted life. And also we will understand the main consequences of the gambling addiction, and which effects it could have in everyone's lives and daily routine. And of course, during the video, we will have the honor of hearing a speech of a renowned expert on behavioral disorders, and whose name is Nicolas Burchielli. So now let's go into the interview and enjoy the video.
Just a moment. We can't listen. We can't hear any word. Please stop. Try again, Gloria.
Sorry, we're trying to solve the problems.
Gloria, please start. And if we can't listen,
Gloria, can you share your video with me, please? I don't know if you have it on platform Google or on your personal Gmail. No matter, please share it with me and I will share with the other students, please. Thank you.
Cosa sta facendo? Gloria, please. We can't wait. I'm sorry for this inconvenience, but the girl who is trying to show has some problems and we can't understand which the problems are because she isn't at school at the moment. So we are trying now, just 1 minute, otherwise we will continue tomorrow. Emre, if you wanted to say something and then I will tell you if we are ready or not. Sorry, really sorry.
Sure, of course. Let me share your screen first. It's my turn. Yes, everybody. I am Emre Eritmen. I think most of you already know me. I'm the coordinator of the project and the contact person of the Turkish team. Today, our topics were online shopping addiction and cyber gambling. They are both very important and crucial subjects because these two kinds of subjects, these two kinds of addictions have many addictions all over the world. I hope you enjoy the show and learn many things from all presentations. I want to thank you, all of you, because of your participation and your patience. Since it's an online presentation, we can have some problems like we just did, and it's quite normal. And tomorrow, our topic will be cyberbullying. It is one of the most important problems of our times. So I advise you not to miss it. And I want to thank you again for your participation. We care all of you and we love all of you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Patricia, are you ready now?
Non lo so, proviamo.
Okay, my student has succeeded in preparing everything. So 5 minutes, so she's ready and she will present if you have questions. Okay. Go on. Let's go.
Sì, sì, no, vabbè. No.
Age?
42.
28. Where are you from?
I'm from Rome in Italy.
Milan. What do you do for a living?
Unfortunately, I'm unemployed.
I'm a CEO of a big company. What games did you like to play when you were younger?
PlayStation.
Football. How is the relationship with your family?
It's been hard in the last few years.
A person addicted to gambling is often very nervous, restless, and he usually lies to hide his addiction. These behaviors damage the relationships the addicted player has with family and friends. In fact, an addicted gambler usually prefers to spend as much time as possible playing, rather than stay with those who love him. The situation gets even worse when the pathological gambler starts asking his family and friends for money to keep playing even if he has already lost a lot.
My family has always been there for me. At what age do you think children should have access to technology?
14 years old.
10. What do you do in your free time?
Right now, I'm looking for a job and I'm taking part in re-educational meetings.
I do sport. Could you tell us how much do you earn?
Actually, I receive a state subside, but also my parents help me.
No. How do you spend it?
To support myself.
I can tell you. Let's be serious now. Are you single?
Yes.
I'm married. Let's focus on you, Alessandro. How did you approach gambling?
I used to play PlayStation when I was a child, and then when I was a teenager, I started betting, and I had no limits.
The online gambling addiction is always thought to develop in adulthood, but actually only the 3.4% of players become addicted after the age of 30, while the 8% of them confess to have become addicted already in their early teens. The problem is that you always start just to understand what it feels like to play, Experts call this first phase informal play, because the player is not fully aware of what is doing. Next, we move on to the problematic gambling phase, in which the player starts to play more and more frequently until he becomes addicted to gambling.
How much did gambling influence your relationships?
A lot. I lost all my friends and I found myself in debt with a lot of people. That's why everybody hates me.
Have you tried going to therapy?
Yes, I have been doing a
I think we are not going to overcome this problem for now. Maybe Italian team, you can show this video to us tomorrow. All right?
I think that I have to speak for the Italian team, but I think there's no problem about it.
Because your teacher, Patricia, sent me a WhatsApp message, and she said we can close the meeting now.
Okay, so we can go, I think.
Okay, we can try tomorrow again. Yes, everybody. Again, thanks for your participation. I'm looking forward to meeting you again tomorrow. See you. Bye.
Thank you so much. See you. Have a nice day, guys.